one workout, which is stretch and core. The idea is to release some tensions in your shoulders, hips and lower back, as most of you know spend your day sitting at the office, sometimes hunched over and feeling that tension in your shoulders. So the idea with this workout is to take it nice and slow, learn some full body movements and try to aim to do this video once or twice a week. So for today's session, all you're going to need is either a long resistance band, or if you haven't got one of those handy, a light towel will do. Okay? So we're going to focus on releasing some tension, as I've said, and then we are going to wind down a little bit with some lower body stretches as well. So to begin with, for me, all I want you to do is grab your band or towel that you've got, and by holding the towel at both ends or your band, so as stretchy as you can, I want you to bring that band behind your head and just hold with me there and feel the stretch as you pull away down the side of your shoulders and in the middle of your back. And hold to where it feels comfortable and then release. Okay? Bringing that band back behind. We're going to do this 10 times just to begin with. And back. And again, bring it back behind your head. You might feel a few cracks here, that's completely normal. And release. And again, back behind your head. Good. 5 more times. Big squeeze, pull that band. That's it. And back. And 4 more times. So today's workout isn't too strenuous. It's more, as I say, a workout that you can keep and do regularly just to release tension in your shoulders and give yourself a good full body stretch. And then once more. That's it. And holding back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bringing the band in front of you this time. To hold the band at each end and bring your right arm over the top and pull down with that left hand just to stretch all down the right hand side of your body. That's it. So really push into that stretch and release back into the middle, and then we're going back over to the right hand side and stretch through. That's it. 1 more time each side. So big stretch over. Good. Big deep breath in with this one this time, so breathing in and out. Good. Popping the band down for me now and just wrapping your arms around yourself, so you're going to give yourself a big hug and then release. So we're going to do this 10 times, so really pulling those arms around and release. If in this first time you do it, you feel like your body's really tight, that's almost a good sign that you need to do the workout. So as I said, try and progress to doing this workout at least once or twice a week. 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Okay. So come into the back of your mat for me now. I just want you to sit onto the back of the mat. I'm going to go into a first stretch, which is called a child's pose. So coming onto all fours, that's it. So knees are in line with your wrists here, and all I want you to do is push back onto the top of your ankles and feel that stretch all in your upper back there, and then coming forward and bringing your hips down to the floor, chest coming up and relaxing to that stretch. That's it. I'm going to do this 10 times, so push back. Big push back, sliding your fingertips away from you here. And push through to the floor. Same again. So 10 times. Just do it at your own pace. If it feels nice sitting back in the child's pose, just stay there for a while longer. If not, just keep carrying on, moving forward and back. You might feel your hips starting to gently ease the more you do this. As the session goes on, you start relaxing into it a little bit more, and I'm going to make you become conscious of your breath so we can push into the stretches a little bit more. And one more time, and this last time, back in child's pose and just stay here for me. Resting your forehead on the floor and just edging your fingertips away from you here now. That's it. So the further your fingertips are away, the more you'll feel the stretch in the back of your shoulders now. And 3 big deep breaths in for me now. And breathing out. Twice more, big breath in. And out. And once more, breathing in. And as you breathe out, coming back up onto all fours. This time, as we come back up onto all fours, I want you to dig your feet into the ground and push back up into what is called downward dog here, okay? Moving your hands slightly further away and widening your stance slightly. Then all I want you to do is tread your knees into the mat, that's it. And just create a little bit of movement in your hips and legs now. Yeah. 5 more times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax back down onto all fours. And we're going to go again 2 more times. So digging your feet in, push up. And again, treading those knees, sorry. 2, 4, 5. Keep going. 6, 7, 3 more. 8, 9, 10. Relaxing down onto all fours. And we're going back up again for the last time. So pushing your feet in, push your bum back, and down you go. 4, keep going. 5, 6, 7, this is good. 8, 9, 10. And relax here for me now. Just stretching off those arms. So again, big shoulder rotation for me here now. And then just bringing your arms up. Imagine you're pushing the ceiling away from you and release. And again, push away and release. And once more, push up. Good, and release. Okay, bringing your hands back down to the mat for me now. This time we're going to go into what is called a thread the needle movement. So, bringing your right hand slightly further away from your left and using this left hand to sweep all the way underneath. You're trying to get your shoulders to touch the floor here and pushing your bum all the way up into the air. That's it. And try and get your hand as far away from you as possible. You're going to feel this down the left-hand side of the lower back. If you want to shut your eyes and relax, you can. You're going to take about 20 seconds in this movement. Sweeping that left hand back through. So back to stationary position, moving the left hand further forward this time and using that right arm to swoop right underneath. Coming back up, I'm going to repeat this once more and try and get even further into the stretch this time. So right hand further forward and sweeping that left hand through. Push your bum all the way back, that's it. Left hand shoulder down to the mat and relax into this for me now. And coming back up. And last time on the right hand side, right hand sweeping through and push through. Good. Coming back up onto all fours. This time we're going into a cat-camel stretch. So the idea is that we're trying to curve our back away from us on the outward stretch, and then as we breathe out, we're going to bring the body down, chin coming up and release. So, hands shoulder width apart, feet the same, knees the same. So I want you to take a massive deep breath in here, breathing in and letting your back round and your shoulders widen. So breathing in. That's it. And hold that pose. And as you breathe out, chin comes out, bum tucks. Yep. Breathing in. And breathing out. And just keep moving through that movement at your own pace. Filling the air up with lungs and releasing. Three more times. Big breath in. And release. Twice more, breathing in. And release. And once more, breathing in. And release. Good. Next one we're going to do is focusing on our core and also on our glute muscles, okay? So coming onto all fours for me. Just make sure you've got enough room behind you to stick your leg completely out. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our right arm completely straight, and the idea is to get your left leg straight and squeeze your glutes and squeeze your shoulder at the same time, which is going to engage your core. So holding your right arm out for me first, and just focus on getting it as straight as possible looking forward. When you feel comfortable enough here, extending your left leg out, big point, and hold. Breathing through, and release. We're just going to do a couple of seconds each side to start with. Next time, left arm coming out. Right leg sticking out. Good, squeeze that glute. And relax. So you should feel the muscles in your bum tightening slightly here. Same again, right arm. And left leg. If you want more of a challenge here, bring your right hand to meet your left knee into a slight tap and back out. If it feels too challenging to do both your arm and your leg up, just pop your leg down and just keep your arm up for me. If you want that harder stretch, as I said, keep your leg out. That's it. Now bringing your right arm down, back onto the left side. So left arm out and right leg out. And tapping in if you want the harder stretch, and release. Do that 3 times. 2. And 3. Good. Staying on all fours. So I just want you to really relax your hips. Imagine you're swaying your hips and you're trying to get your hip down to the floor. You might feel a little crack as you do this. If you spend most of your day sitting down, chances are you will. Widen your knees slightly, and again push into that stretch. Now I want you to just roll your hips to wherever feels comfortable for you. You might want to push them down, you might want to keep them back. It's completely up to you here. Just letting your hips really roll around. That's it. And then this time, bring your knees slightly further forward, sliding your hands forward so that your elbows are going to be touching the floor, and then push your bum all the way up in the air and drop your forehead to the floor. From here we're going back into downward dog, so as you push your hands into the floor, you'll push your feet into the floor and push back and up into downward dog. Again, gently treading the floor here. That's it, and then dropping back down, elbows coming down and back into puppy pose. So pushing your bum right up in the air. I'm going to do that another 2 times. Feel free at any point to pause the video, grab a quick drink, take a breath of fresh air, do what you need to do, but do try and complete the full 20 minutes. Digging your feet in, pushing back, and into downward dog. Good, last time, coming back onto all fours and elbows dropping through. Again, last time in puppy pose for me now. That's it. And then back up to the back of your mat. We've got about 4 minutes left to go, so we're going to do a few more leg stretches for you here, and then finish with some work lying flat on the mat. So, bringing your right leg forward here. So the idea is to push your right foot as far into the floor as you can, put the pressure on the outside of your foot, right hand coming onto the top of your knee and push through. And if you can, bring your hands into the inside of your leg and stretch into that pose there. This one's called runner's lunge, so if there's any runners out there, really, really good for the inside of your legs, your groin, and also in your hips. Again, if you want an extension on this, you can bring your elbows to the floor and stretch right in. If it just feels comfortable to stay where you are, just stay in that stretch. Good. Bringing your right leg back and going through on the left hand side. So left leg through, pushing through on that lunge first, hands coming forward and stretching in. Good. Left leg coming back, and we're going back again on the right and then back again on the left. So pushing through on that right leg. Hands coming in. This time, when you're in the stretch, I want you to move your right knee away from the stretch. So you're going to feel that pulling all the way down in the inner thigh. So pushing that right leg across and release. And let's start that last time on the left. So pushing through and hands coming down. Again, push that left leg across for me here. Good. And release. Okay? Grab a quick drink if you need to, and then we're going to lie flat on the mat here now, and using your band or towel again, we're going to stretch off the back of your legs now. Okay? So just grab your band ready and lying flat on the floor. On the floor for me here. Using the band that you've got or your towel, as I said, I want you to loop it round your your right leg and hold that stretch up in the air if you can. Straighten your left leg. So keeping your leg straight, and if you can, pull that right leg towards you and then over to the side. So it's almost like you're steering your foot here, and then bring your right knee back in and pull as close to your chest as you can. So keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, and release. We're going to do that again on the right leg. So just let your leg relax for a second, and then bring in that right leg back in. Yep, and then across. Should feel really nice in the back of your legs. The further you go down, the more you're going to feel that stretch. I stretch regularly, probably 2 or 3 times a week, so don't be disheartened if at the beginning you're up here. It's absolutely normal. And release. Letting that right leg come flat. Left leg coming up this time. So pulling in. Straighten that leg and pull that band or towel towards you now. And bring that left leg across. And back in. And then 2 more times, left leg across. And back in. Once more, all the way down, good, and relax. Bringing your knees in this time. You can get rid of your band now. I want you to grab your knees with your hands and bring your knees in for a cuddle all the way into your chest and release. So big deep breath in here, breathing in and relax. 3 more times, breathing in and release. Twice more now, breathing in and relax. And last time, breathing in and just hold with your knees into your chest for me now and relax. Keeping hold of your knees at this point. As you bring your knees in, I want you just to widen them up. That's it. And again, breathing in. Good. We can do this 10 times. Twice more. Big stretch in. And once more, bringing in and widening out. Last one, and then you've finished your first session, is to stretch your legs off. So your legs are stretched, your arms are stretched, and imagine you've got 2 bits of ropes. One's pulling your hands and one's pulling your leg, and just let your body be completely stretched. So point your toes, point your fingers. And relax. Bring your knees in one last time and just gently rocking. All I want you to do is rock on your lower back till you're eventually rocking and you're sitting up straight. So releasing your lower back here now and once more coming up to seated, and that is you finished. I would recommend after your first session making sure you drank a lot of water, having a little bit of a wind down and coming back to this video in a couple of days to do it again. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow's session is body weight.